What's up, guys and gals? Mystic Fire here, back finally to bring you Black Clover Chapter 191 to 193. And I've been slacking, but hey, I'm gonna be back stronger than ever. I'm getting some channel art for the channel. I am also, gonna be more. What's the word I'm looking for here? I'm gonna be more. You know what? I'm just gonna have videos here every time there's a new Black Clover chapter, or every time there's a new Black Clover episode. Speaking of that, I do the base relations now, so if the chapter comes out Fridays, like this collection comes out Fridays, you're gonna have to wait until Sunday to get the actual chapter. So Sunday night, something like that maybe. But anyways, let's start with the cash star review. Chapter 191. Chapter 191 was interesting because we see that the royals as in Mimosa, Noel, Vermillion, Nocel, Leona, and Asta go to the Shadow Palace. Now, when they go to the Shadow Palace, Asta Mimosa versus Lira, which is Elf Real, Noel versus Fana, no artificial Fana, and then Leona versus Vito, artificial Vito, and then Vermillion versus Kaiser. The kingdom's ultimate shield. That's his title basically in the Clover Kingdom. So these are some pretty hyped fights, I should say. Like a lot of things are gonna happen in these fights, which it does. But like chapter 101 was more so like a setup chapter for these fights that were coming up in the upcoming chapters. There wasn't anything else really that kept me interested regarding that. Like that was the only thing that was the main point of that chapter, to be just a setup for the upcoming fights, which are Asta Mimosa versus Lira, Noel versus Fana, Leona versus Vito, and then Vermillion versus Kaiser. Notice how Asta is the only one that has a team member. Asta and Mimosa are together. Now, the only reason why Asta and Mimosa are together is because Asta has no magic. Asta cannot heal, and he's more of a physical fighter. He cannot protect himself unless he goes into his black form. So that's basically the whole point why he's the only member with the team, and plus he's the only one that can do teamwork in this case, because the other ones are captain level. Noel, Noel is strong on her own. She has a lot of mana because she's a royal. And for Leon, he's a captain too, a royal, especially now that he has Salamander. And then Leona has Mana Zone, so really good fights. So that's it. Chapter 192. Chapter 192. Vermillion is fighting against Kaiser, like I said, the All Kingdom's ultimate shield, and his magic is Vortex. Basically, his magic is Vortex magic, and it is explained as he uses his own magic to deflect and disperse his opponent's spells. So basically, he's like, he can sense the spells before it even reaches him. That was also said in the chapter that he senses the spells before he reaches them, and he disperses them. So he's really strong. We also get to see his wife. She was worried about him. So we got to see Kaiser's wife. She was worried about him. We don't know the name of the elf that's in Kaiser as of right now, but it's a strong one at that, because to have Vortex magic like that, and like who's better than Vermillion to combat against him, since they're both captains. Now I like the strategies that was used in this chapter when it comes to Vermillion versus Kaiser, and then Leona versus Vito. Although Leona versus Vito was more so like a clash of fists, like the Eagle system fighting, and we got to learn a bit more of their backstories when it comes to Vermillion and Leona, as what their relationship is as brother and sister. And we learned that when Leona turned 15, she left for all to search all the strong magic regions, and so they respect each other. We learned that they also fought, and it became to be known as the Tuesday of Blood and Flames. So while everybody else was having a good time on a Tuesday, but Leona and Vermillion were fighting. For Leon at this moment, he didn't have the mark on his forehead, which if you remember correctly from like episode, I think it was episode 27 around there, or chapter 20 around there. Leo told us what the mark means. It means that's the mark to someone who has decided to become the Wizard King. Basically. So at some point, Vermillion chose to have the mark. I guess when he became the captain, he chose to have the mark. Merlona left because she wasn't interested in guarding, in dual guard duties or fighting pathetic criminals, the way she said it. So, and then that's when Vermillion challenged her. Then we get to see that they both respect each other so much to the point that each of them consider each other the strongest. Like each of them consider each other the strongest, as in Vermillion is stronger than me, Vermillion is stronger than me, and so that's how the fight ended. Basically, I like how Vermillion used the salamander as a decoy in order to get close to Kaiser, so he could sense the mana, and his vortex magic was disturbing his mana as well. So I like that way he used it. He basically erased his own mana or his own magic, so he cannot be sensed, and punched him with one full strength punch, with the firearm that he had, basically. Then Merlona also did the same thing, but Vito punched Merlona in the face, and she used her willpower to take the hit and then hit him stronger. I think that's the end of that fight. I'm not sure if that's where the fight is gonna end. So they say, as my sister's younger brother, as the older sister, I have to be strong. And so that's when the chapter ended. The chapter ended when both Vermillion and Merlona hit Vero, and then Vermillion hits Kaiser, and that's when the chapter ended right there. Then on chapter 193, it's Noelle versus Fauna, fire versus water. It was kind of interesting the way this fight was done. The fight's not done yet, like it's only in the beginning. Noelle was in her Valkyrie armor. She said it herself that she hasn't mastered it yet, but that her mobility is better than Fauna's. Noelle also went all out. Now, if you remember correctly, in the tournament arc, in the Royal Knights exam, when Noelle was fighting against Solid, that Asta praised her. Noelle said, if I went all out, his half of his body would have been gone. And that was foreshadowing for this chapter, which it happened. Like Noelle did Sea Roar's water creation magic, Sea Dragon's Roar, and Fauna's upper body was all gone. It was all gone. Noelle was screaming, she apologized and everything. But then Fauna actually healed herself, she basically recovered all of her limbs. And she said, we use forbidden magic to use magic from the other world in order to cast extraordinary spells. The other world, now I'm assuming the other world would be hell, because they're in the Shadow Palace, and that's like the door between the living and the next. So I'm assuming it's hell, where all the demons live. Because I'm assuming the demons would be the only ones that have the power to heal themselves from the ground up, no matter how much damage they get. And that was literally it. She said that she was tired of dying, so that's the reason why she did it. So the marks on their foreheads are the thing with the forbidden power. So only the 10 apostles have that mark. So I wonder if all of them can just heal themselves from the ground up, like Vito did in the water temple arc. After that, we go to Asta Mimosa versus Rill. Mimosa sure gets torn up around here, the boobs. We also see Fauna's boobs. But I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I guess yes, but that's it. Mimosa sure got you gotta be turned up. Then Asta said himself that he doesn't have time to go into black. He's fighting the whole world, and that he doesn't have time to go into black. And even if he did, he would have to get close enough to against Lira or Rill in order to hit him with the sword to dispel the magic. And so when Mimosa's clothes or Mimosa's shirt, around the boobs got semi destroyed. Asta covered for her, and Mimosa was gonna heal him. And so Asta said, get on my back and tie us with a bind, so that he's gonna be like that, because they don't have the time for Asta to sit there and let Mimosa heal him, because they're not gonna give him the time to do that. And then we switched to the Black Bull side fighting against the Golden Dawn, and we're surprised. We see Yuno. Yuno has come back, and he came back with a group of magic knights. We see Soul there. We also see the guy from the chapter that when Asta, rescue Hage Village, like the Sister Lily and all Nash and all those guys from the church, that he took him. So we see him that he's still there. Now there's one thing that the Yuno said. It was like, Mana Zone. It seems like he taught them how to use Mana Zone in order for them to fight against them. So I'm not sure if all of them have Mana Zone now, especially Soul. And that was it. Now the one thing that was interesting about this chapter was the Yuno's necklace opened the door to the Shadow Palace so that he can go in. And Charmy followed him there. Now Charmy is with Asta now. Asta Mimosa. I don't know where Yuno went, but Yuno has the final magic stone. So I wonder how everything's gonna go now, because maybe the apostles are gonna go and gang up against Yuno to take the final piece and put it embedded in the tablet. So that way, they get reincarnated, and then that's when she's gonna really hit the fan. But that's really it. I don't miss anything. I don't think I did miss anything at all whatsoever. Oh yes, I did miss something. Nero. Once Nero saw the final magic stone when it was shining and that opened the door, Nero started following there. So I don't know if Nero is in the Shadow Palace as of this moment. I just saw that he was following him. So I don't know what's gonna be Nero's role now. Maybe Nero, maybe we're gonna learn who Nero really is now. Like in the that's gonna be the revelation of chapter 200, I think. Once they got the final magic stone, maybe Nero's gonna be finally reincarnating. We're gonna see who he really is, and then that's when the plot is gonna get really dark, or more darker than it already is. But anyways, that's all for the videos. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Leave a like, if you like my content. I really appreciate it if you do. Subscribe to the channel for more. Help me reach 100 subs and even more than that. Leave a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you guys can notify whenever I load videos to the channel. And I'll see you guys and gals another time. I'm working on a third video, so just know that that's coming out soon. I'm still tweaking it here and there because I want it to be really good at it. But anyways, I'll see you guys and gals next time. Peace. Subscribe to the channel for more content. If you like Black Clover, by all means, subscribe to me, people. I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate, or I don't talk bad about it. But hey, subscribe for more Black Clover on the channel. Please and thank you. Peace.